Hi guys, we're going to learn three chords today. We're going to learn the C chord, the F chord, and the G7 chord. And basically, the C chord is the easiest. So the way you would play a C chord, by the way, there's different tunings on ukulele. I live in White Rock, so we have the Langley tuning, which is like a whole step down. But the tuning that most people use is G, C, E, A. That's Grandpa Charles eats apples. Okay, so that's the tuning I use. 80% probably of the population uses that tuning. The other fringe have a whole bunch of different tunings. So you want to tune your, if you want to make sure it sounds correct, you might want to, G, C, E, A. All right. Now the thing is, this ukulele, it's not tuned to D, G, B, E like a guitar, but it still has the same intervallic tuning, which is cool. So if you were a guitar player, you could play ukulele. And if you're a ukulele player, you could end up learning how to play guitar too. So they're kind of interchangeable, except this is a C chord, and that would be a G chord on a guitar. So let's take a look at a C chord. Now the C chord is basically, you're going to take your second or third finger. I prefer my third finger. Some people prefer the second finger. But the third finger on the third fret on the Charles A string. I had to think about that. And then what I'm going to do with the right hand is I'm going to play all those notes. That's a C chord. Okay. Next is an F chord. Now the way you play F chord, take your middle finger, put it on the top string. By the way, your string numbers are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you want to put your second finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then put your first finger is going to be on the 2nd string, 1st fret. And that is a F chord. Okay, so it's an F chord. Let me just turn this up a bit, make sure it's right on. The next thing is a G7 chord. The G7 chord is you take your second finger and put it on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. First finger will go on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and then 3rd finger will go on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Okay. So that's a G7 chord. If you were a guitar player, that would be a D7 chord, but when we're playing ukulele, it's a G7. Alright, so one more time. C chord, 3rd finger, 1st string, 3rd fret. F chord, 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. And then the G7 chord, 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and 3rd finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. What you want to do is you want to just be able, to play these at, the drop of a hat. So what you do is you finger it, and then you play it, and play C chord, and say C chord. You finger the F chord, and then when you play it, say F. And then when you're fingering the G7 chord, say G7. Now notice when I go from F to G7, I have the F chord here, if you can see that, and then when I go to G7 I keep my first finger down and I just move this down a string and then I move my 3rd finger into place. And when I go back to C I just take these off and shift this over. So just practice going back and forth, and do this for anywhere from a minute to 10 minutes. I use a lot of accelerated learning when I teach. So you want to do things that you don't know in short time frames. Doesn't have to be a long time, but you want to be concentrated effort for a certain period of time. Okay, then maybe go back, G7, F, C. Okay, we're not striving for speed here. We just want to memorize the fingering shapes. You notice a shape, if you put dots on it, that'd be a triangle. Okay, this is kind of a, if you connect these two, it looks like a diagonal line. Alright, this guy's pretty simple. So that's basically what you want to do. C chord, F chord, G7. Go back to F, C, F, G7, C. Alright, and if if you have any questions or comments, please ask, and I will try to answer my best ability. Take care.